between the Washington football team and the Minnesota Vikings. One of these teams will be right back here in 2 weeks for Super Bowl 58 as we are underway from New Orleans. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. They'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
48-yard line.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He's got the first down at 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Clear complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now on first and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll run for it with Cook. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Interested to see what they dial up here. Third and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Escaping the pressure right. Strong coverage by Washington. And now fourth down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
McCrane's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Set to kick off.
After the made field goal, here's McCrane back out there to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Gurley. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And it'll be 3rd down.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
They're trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
2nd and 3.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Wilson. And got his man complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Henry Ruggs, 48 yards. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this.
And now, the ball's out, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Now Gurley.
Second and 7.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Danielle Hunter on the stop. It's a gain of 6. And
they'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Tackle made.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
Washington.
Sliding out of the pocket. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. And sacked back at the 7. Danielle Hunter able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
2nd down and goal. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. He's at the 50, the 40, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this one.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, as they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on third down, Wilson flush to his right. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And the Washington first down.
They run. It's Gurley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now they try the right side here. A gain of 3, second down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Gurley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Gurley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson there to make the grab. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
24. Washington 14.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
From 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. That'll be complete to Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Running right through. It's Knox, the catch. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This is the tight end fan. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 9-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry?
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rams set to kick off.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On second down, it's Gibson, and he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's got the hook up to Rhodes. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. On first and goal, Gurley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the 5, third and goal. He may try and run for this. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
On for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. They go to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A lone second remains now in this third quarter. Now Wilson on first down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So he couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this third quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a game.
Give him 32 on the play.
Down Washington.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Josh Allen gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, he's going to take off with it. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18. From the shotgun, Wilson flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Quentin Williams, his 2nd sack of the night.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Let it roll and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 49 yards.
At the 31-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's C.J. Henderson picking up. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 40-yard line. Quinton Williams bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
And out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. He's picked off near his own 48. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over. And when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it. But the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Again, it's Cook. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 48 yards. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Down and 8.
Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.